Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is news time again from this very good channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Hope you're good. I pray that God will be with you in your endeavors. Today, we have another update for you. And I want you to, after listening to it, you drop your opinion and suggestions you have so that Biafra will be free. And that's just it. Okay, let's go there. My good people, you can notice of recent that Nnamdi Kanu is now the lawyer of himself. Why is it so? It's because there are angels and heavenly beings that speak through him. When all men have failed him, when lawyers are limited, they don't even know what to supply again. When only what can be done to Nnamdi Kanu is just to go to the law court to hug him. That is what our elders resulted into doing. Even the priests or the bishops, when they go there, they just hug him, they just kiss him because they are limited. But is our God limited? The answer is no. God is not limited. And that is why when he speaks, Nigerian lawyers and court is calm. They listen to him. They hear truth from him, hence they are standing against the truth. See, Nigeria will not survive the injustice. They will not survive it. The level of injustice against Ndibo is at the height, and it will boomerang against Nigeria. I have been saying this for over 5 years. And you think this voice will go down? It will not go down. Rather, Nigeria, whatever edge that Nigeria has will crumble and it will fall down flat like the wall of Jericho. I tell you the truth. When I speak, tears gush from my eyes. The same thing happening to Mazi Simon Ekpa. It seems everybody has gone back, leaving him with Finland government versus Nigerian government versus UK government. These are the people, the three nations that are standing against one person. But remember, Mazi Simon Ekpa was not speaking for himself or for his family matter. He was speaking for Biafrans. He was fighting for Biafrans. Is he not? Yes, the same angel that is speaking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today will speak whenever they bring up this matter in the court for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Evidence is yapa, but then, will they listen? Will they not hinder him? That's the question. I want us to continue with our brother while he analyzes his own point of view concerning this matter. Thank you.
They will not stand that fire. They cannot stand the fire in Nnamdi Kanu. They cannot stand the fire in Simon Ekpa. And that fire will consume every allegations. Every proposal to hold them down will be destroyed. It is not by power. It is by this spurious supreme being that made heaven and earth. We destroy those their allegations. So that is our prayers. We continue in what we are doing. We are not going to stop. I am a Biafran, just like our brother Ejimaka said. I'm happy that he is bold to tell the world that he is a Biafran, and all the people surrendering him that they are Biafrans. Even when some of them, they are within their mind, they have not come to realize that they are Biafrans. But they have no option. They know, but maybe they are not bold enough to say it. You know, the question you asked, Maz Choose, is when Allah Ejimaka introduced himself and the brethren around him, that he is a Biafran and with all those people they are Biafrans. Then the question he asked, most of them that are standing there with him, did they know or they believe that they are Biafrans, or that Biafra have been declared? In a way, somebody is talking about, I am going to Nigeria, a flight from United States of America. You landed in Nigeria, in Abuja. You are going for the fighting to release Mazen Nnamdi. Releasing Mazen Nnamdi is not the case. If Mazen Nnamdi want to come out today, he will hands up and they will tell him, give him a special house in Abuja. If anywhere he wants it, if he wants special house in United States of America, they will tell him automatic in 1 second, any kind, any type. The same thing in any part of Nigeria where he wants to reside. If he wants to reside in Abuja, he have anyhow he wants his father's compound to be. Under 3 months, it will look completely different. So, but that is not what Nnamdi is fighting for. So you that is buying tickets, coming down from America, coming out to say, release Mazen Nnamdi. Releasing Mazen Nnamdi is not the question. But after the aftermath of his release, what next? Tomorrow again, then Mazen Nnamdi will say, I want to be Biafra, then you go and arrest him again. So it's only Mazen Nnamdi that knows how to go to a prison. And you will be coming to talk about his release. So what makes you not be bold to say, we are Biafra, just like this man, Allah Ejimako said it. Why can you be in the United States of America and we are fighting for freedom? And Simon Ekpa is going to jail, Nnamdi is in jail, and you are there talking about Nnamdi release, and you have not realized why he went to prison. And you keep quiet in America, you're not fighting for that. Then you are a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. So, you cannot tell me you want Nnamdi to be released and you live in the United States of America, being an ex-soldier under American government, a Biafran that served in American military. And you have not done anything that shows that indeed you are from Biafra land. Nothing that shows. You have not impacted anything to make sure that what put Nnamdi in prison is being addressed once and for all. So, because when people talk about releasing Nnamdi, Nnamdi himself is telling you he's not releasing him. He wants to be released, and the why he's in DSS or in Nigerian prison being discussed. That is his purpose. That is why he went there, and that is why they are holding him. And what they want him to denounce it, and he said, no, I cannot denounce it. Give me, it is my right. I want to go with my people, because he had been denying not everything as Nigeria, and now we have decided to go, and nothing will stop him. That is why I'm here, and that is why you're putting me in jail. Release me and release my people. We want to go. Just like Moses tell Pharaoh, leave the Jews, let them go to their land and worship their God. That is what Muhammad is carrying today. Let us go home and worship our God. Let us go home and live the way we're supposed to believe. We want to go back to our system before the British came. And many of them that are eating burger in America doesn't want to hear that. Many of them that think they have survived in America didn't want to hear that. Every time they want to come and join as a market to take pictures, every time they want to come and they sure say that we are among the people who we are going for Nnamdi release. Nnamdi release on what condition? That is what Nnamdi is asking every day. I'm not supposed to be here because I am here because I'm fighting for the right of my people. I want it to be discussed so that my people will go. You cannot hold me here because I want my people to be free. And you hold my people in hostage. And I cannot come out from here while my people are still in hostage. That is the message Nnamdi is coming out to say every day. Any day he comes out, he tells them, my people are in bondage. We read what he told them in the court. I heard that according to what we read, that the judge was smiling so strong they would applauding him. Because the spirit is speaking. It's not just Nnamdi. There is a voice that judge and those people that are in that court are hearing that is truth. And the truth is that Biafra must be free. Unconditional. Imagine where somebody that's living in France call himself Macron or whatever they call him, telling Africans that Africans are not free. You cannot be free. We have decided your life because you are still backward. What is backwardness? How many people in Biafra land is Macron more intelligent and more educated than them that will make the Africans not to stand on their feet? What is the level of President Macron of France? And what is the level of the Biafrans educated people that makes him to say that the Africans are not qualified to stand on their feet? Because the Africans themselves make themselves and tell themselves, no, we are not qualified. We are not qualified. That's why you live in America and you cannot stand up and say, no, I want to go home. I want my people to be free. Because you're eating burger. You don't want to go home. China is free. Japan, the Asians are free. Because they lose themselves and tell the Westerners to don't come closer to us. We are now free people. You have no right to decide for us. But Macron is telling you that you, African, have no right to talk about your life, that we have managed you and tell you when you will sit down and when you will get up, because you don't know anything. That is what he's telling you. Imagine somebody living in his house and tell you, I have to tell you how you will live in your house. I have to tell you when you will eat and when you will not eat. I have to tell you the kind of food you eat today and what you eat tomorrow and what you give your children and what you give your dog and what you give your cat and what you give your chickens and all the cows. And that is why Fulanis are still just moving randomly in every part of Biafra land and the indigenous of Nigeria with their cows, because that is what Britain taught them years ago, how they can feed their cows. The Britain have not come down to tell them again, no, you have to go to and build a house for your cows and put them in a place and feed them just like they're doing it in the Western world. No, they have not told them that. Until the Britain will come and tell them, okay, now you have to stop and carrying your cows and going along the street and going on the bushes. They have to come and educate them before then we know, okay, we have to stop going on. That is what Macron is telling them. Until we come and tell you that your cow are not supposed to be on the street, those ones you are hearing from Nnamdi and the other people, those ones, they are Africans, they don't have anything. Until we, the Europeans, come and tell you, this is how you train your cow, before you learn how to train the cow. So that is what the message is all about. No, that's it. That is why they will come out and tell you that you are not qualified. You are not qualified. You are backward. We have to tell you how to eat. We have to tell you when you go to toilet. We have to tell you the kind of pampers you use. We have to tell you the kind of water you will drink before you can drink them. So, for me, there is no kind of humiliation and disgrace that is beyond that. When that man was spilling that rubbish from his mouth, that the Africans are unqualified enough to be on their own, that they cannot leave the African alone. Whether you like it or not, we must tell you. So what kind of insult is that? And that is what many of us are living in the Western world are buying. Yeah. That is why, because when they come, they tell you your place is not good. Why must you go? Everything. Some will tell you, when you come, someone will tell you, are you here with your family? You say yes. You say you have brother, you say yes. I say, why not go and bring them? Africa is not good. Why not go and bring all your brothers here and your sisters? as if bringing them here, that you yourself that is here, that they allow you to live. Okay, you can't bring them here. Africa is not good. So that is what Macron is telling you, that you cannot live or you cannot manage yourself, and many of us are buying to that. So what a shame. So I think I can give a credit and victory for this first outing of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they have no choice than to look for a way to leave Biafrans to go and govern themselves. They have no option, and that is what must come to pass. So thank you, and for now, let me give order of our brother space to speak.
Thank you, my brother Greg. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you. Akonye Wether, let's hear you. Akonye Wether, you're there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before I start this morning, there's something you said. You talked of Akere Dolu insisting on the southwest governor to recite Oduduwa national anthem each time they gather for any of their function or meeting, whatever. So I want to correct it that is what they are doing up to date. So don't say Akere Dolu tried it. Maybe Akere Dolu tried it and he enforced it and it is working.
Oh, they are still doing it, right?
They are still doing it till date. If you can take any of the functions they had recently, their governors, when they gathered in Lagos, after singing national anthem, and the second is the Oduduwa anthem, before they would do maybe Lagos State. I don't even think that they have like Igbo State. See, the problem with Igbo, our gullibility, those that went to school, they know. But because that nature of Igbo man doing well in isolation, the only thing that will break that is a disaster, just as it happened with the Jews. Before the Holocaust, Jews, they dispersed around the world. They were all doing well. Their model of business was like the same system of Igbo business approach today. When they come in a community, when one sees a tent, start selling, another person, before you know it, they will take over the market. They will even buy the market over from the indigenous and do shops there and start subletting the shops to the indigenous. That was the pattern of the Jews. You take history, you will see it up until the Holocaust. After the Holocaust, they were forced to go back to their place. And their system of business, their system of understanding changed. They extended their hands to other places, started forming an alliance with other countries. But before, Jews, they were very good in isolation. And same will happen to Igbo people. Majority of the people that are in this struggle, mostly the ones that have the opportunity to do what we are doing. I'm sorry to say it, but they are fools. They don't even know anything. And there is a huge number of the masses following them. We are still fools. Let me not put myself up. Because if we are not fools, we will have a clear understanding of what the struggle means, and then gravitate from understanding the struggle to understand the terrain, which is the political space, the geopolitics, the world we are, Nigerian system, the entirety of the world system, how do they look, how do they observe us? What is their intention toward us? Then we now devise a means to undo their intention, but we are not doing it. I've had the opportunity of speaking with some people that have been in this struggle. When I interrogate them or when we have our conversation, what I do deduce from their mind is that they are just pinching a tent into one of their legs all this while with Simon. That their hope is that Nnamdi should come out. And when Nnamdi comes out, they will not know where they are going. And I have my points to make. The DOS and the other group that believe that are not that are partly DOS, but they do not believe in the struggle when Simon carried this on. Their belief is that Nnamdi is the rightful person. He is the one that knows how to get it. The Southeastern governors and the elite that never believed in Nnamdi, when they now saw the other version from Simon, they said no, that Nnamdi was genuine up until the group of Simon hijacked the struggle. That is their mantra now, up until miscreant hijacked the struggle. But at the issue, they never believed in the approach of
We can't hear you anymore. Akoya Wetre, you're not coming out. We can't hear you. We can't hear you anymore, Akoya Wetre. I think your line is cut off. You can check it. Check your line and recover it back. Then we can now bring you back. Akoya Wetre, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, we can hear you.
The war, the Nigerian system and the world, they said that this our tactics work. Simon dragged his feet, begging them to grant him a slot. As our leader said, grant Simon a slot to be preaching in the radio Biafra. He was dragging his feet, asking them, please, let me preach. They now carry the message back to who sent them. That said they should not who is engineering their course. They told him that Simon must sign a code of conduct. That made our PM to ask them to bring the code of conduct that others have signed before he will sign. So all those shenanigans that played during then, before our PM now decided to pitch a tent with Umada, and from Umada we graduated to autopilot, from autopilot to Gigi. When they saw that the fight, they have lost the fight, they now sent their emissaries in the likes of I don't know who and the rest of them. The ones that later begged, they come. Now, they now form part of us, form part of the system, and as well undo the system. Now, this undoing of the system that our people are doing, let me tell you, it is only a few of them that are aware, that are in line with the people that are sending them. The rest, the majority that follows them are ignorant, jealousy, and envy that is pushing them. And also relying on it must be Nnamdi. So that is the greatest undoing that we are facing in this struggle. And I want to air my own opinion, just as I said yesterday. My plea with everyone that is calling for this struggle is that name calling of your brother will not do you any good. Recently, I started tracking some news. I started doing some investigation, and I discovered some. All these Ngozi Arabueze told Simon, told Genkere, told this one. None of them even had any hand in the arresting of our PM. During that UN conference, that Shetima had discussion with Alex Tom. After that discussion, if you can track Nigerian news, Tinubu had his first working visit to France that he stayed almost 20 something days. That from France he traveled to UK. That they said they saw him in St. Mary Hospital. Tinubu went after Shetima did the briefing with the Alex Cobb. Tinubu went to France to perfect the plan on arresting our PM with Macron. Even on this Pope burial, I followed the event. If you follow that event, track it very well, you will see Alex Cobb and Macron, they were sitting together. And all through the ceremony, they were all talking to themselves. And Macron have explained to Alex Cobb what he will stand to gain if he supports him with the agreement he had with Tinubu to clamp down Simon. That was when Finland summed up to arrest our leader. After that working visit, Tinubu came back and he said that the mining industry, that France is now going to partner with Nigeria. And he gave them, they signed the memorandum of understanding with France. They were debating it on their mainstream media that if Tinubu should go and look for investors, people that will man the mining industry, that France is far away from anything mining, that they should go to Australia or Germany, that France does not know anything about mining. So there are so many things. This man that owns Victoria Island, Tagori, that works with Abata, where is he living? He's living in France. And that man is the godfather of Tinubu. All these things are the things that the so-called media personnel of our struggle need to do. But because we are incapacitated, I've said it's not that what I'm worth. If I say let me start YouTube channel to start talking, I will not even speak up to a month. They will come and arrest me in Nigeria. Is it all these charlatans that are backstabbers, that someone will devote his time to own a channel? Because it is easy to track the owner of a channel. But as I'm speaking on your platform now, number one, you are not in Nigeria. If you say you are in Nigeria, except say you know me, they want to track, they will only track you. It is very easy to track you because the back end encryption on YouTube will not let them locate me. That is why I've not gone into this struggle to start broadcasting. But all the people apart from your channel and we go 247, all other ones, even dating from when our leader MNK was still around with us, when Simon was around, all of them are all bunch of fools and idiots, only to gossip, backbite, and name call. The major work they need to do, which is the things that Nnamdi was doing, digging out information, classified information, that when it comes out, some fools will say it's a propaganda. The people that are concerned will be wondering, how did this man get to know all these things? They will not come in the public to speak, which is what our media is supposed to be doing. If all the media are doing all these things, even if you want to come, you come with a clear evidence of whatever you want to say. You back it with evidence. But all of them are on speculation. If you walk, they will read the way you walk, and they say, read my lips, and begin to yap nonsense online. But my assurance to them is that them that are hoping that Nnamdi will come, they have Nnamdi left with them. They have scattered it. They destroyed it. Simon tried to pick the remaining part, the pieces that he could gather to put it together. The fools, the psychopaths that followed him also, they have scattered the house again. And they are calling, hoping that let me end whatever I want to say this morning. The only thing I know, myself, I know, Biafra will come. But the Biafra will come, I don't know if Tinubu is going to release Nnamdi or he wants to part fight. I've said it the other day. The political calculation and machination of Tinubu, when he realizes that the South will support him, he might use releasing of Nnamdi either towards the ending of this year or next year to know whether he will move votes from South East. Which, if it happens, we bring the fulfillment of the prediction of US that Nigeria might cease to exist by 2031. Which me, I pray that we will win 2027. And God should harden his heart to completely sideline North or do cosmo chaos in North. Because all this killing, this uprising that is happening in Nigeria, that nobody is talking, is because Tinubu know them. They made a plan together with Obama to unseat Jonathan by bringing Boko Haram and other ISWAP, gathering them and perfected their unseating of Obama. The problem that Tinubu now, that the North now have, is because Joe Biden could not continue and Democrats could not continue. Power now falls back to the Republicans. And Trump, for now, it seems that Trump is not yet looking on the matters of Nigeria. But for Trump to look on the matters of Nigeria, Tinubu has his own advisor. I tracked their news. He has not said anything. One of Manneha Bariagwa, that is not do anything with Trump. Young Palama anything. The only thing that is to hold on Tinubu now is the Chicago, whatever, this thing, drug and whatever. You can't have the whole day. I'm mandate to go now, they should release it on Friday, this coming Friday. But see, our leader like that caught again. That is where they are using to hold it. But because of the war between Ukraine and Russia, West are aligning. They are aligning and realigning to know how they will keep sustaining themselves through Africa. Now, what that will make the prophecy of master prophet that said because of the arrest of Simon and the arrest of Nnamdi, that the whether I said it's 20 years or 40 years. Ihe ga-eme ọbịa nso omezuo bụ na power from aka Tinubu na 2027. Ọ baala aka Peter Obi, Nigeria will be stagnant because Peter Obi got confused just as Jonathan was confused. Now, if Peter Obi unnaturally will tend toward the north, and whenever he moves toward the north, Nigeria will be stagnant. Because when we are aligned with the north, now the west will keep on getting what they are getting from north. But Tinubu now, because he has no godfather, as an indigenous, nobody around the Nigerian politician made Tinubu. His godfather are from the west, which is Tagori is one, and Macron is his friend all these years. Now, Obuhana Nome win 2027. Because continue. Then, Ona and the North that they will pull out. They will try to destabilize the country and pull out. That is the only thing that will give us. If not, it's only few among the Lekoku that will get Biafra because our people are full from A to Z. And no, I mean, these people of substance and that are this struggle. Because someone with substance, with a substance, he has something to offer. Our PM said it. All these buffoots, all these fools who do Galilei will fear you. That they make it happy. If you give them information, they will flip it. Do that, haga. But I am Mubuna. People here, yam na your people every day, Buna. I get release time. They release Nnamdi. I won't say. But then when you come down the pata, you have to go now on a manga. You have to go now on a manga. Up to we come out the same thing to Simon. The same thing to Simon. They beg Simon through and stop and through the beg Simon. But our PM they beg him, seize him with the money or do because the spirit has come upon him or do now then do another calculation. Well, what they are saying. Well, start to know how my bonding man now before I broken all investigation. Today, men are having investigation. When speedy trial about Simon. After that, our people now through Simon. Wonderful on a Western world. They were because of envy and jealousy. Where they gullible. But when you are Maba, I your money will like a daughter. They will help me. Double like a daughter like this struggle. They have been alive. Nearly can never kill a bird. That is what has been happening to them. But Ndibo. Holocaust, I remember Israel had money Hamanata. Bela Coca-Cola Jesus Ladish. Lack you have like a Batroha. Ndina Nigeria and I have believed in a God of Israel. Man Israel believes in God of their iron dome. Now the Hala run now, Monday to hang with a lesser weapon in hang with it. I am abundant nearby, believe in a God of Israel. So now Merendi, now Holocaust will reset their brain, so now call your Mendibo. But full and calculate that you have the person attack they do. But I calculate that you have they will land on Igbo. All these people online are to format. That time you will not see them. And I am about the man, the physical man, seven big penny in Malaysia. Give a Biafra. Take it upon yourself. Mara, can you the choice to Biafra? And this sort rely on messages from the level. Go outside the box. Browse the memory of Biafra. On that and audio gate. How many millions of Jews came before they could trace themselves back to Abraham of today, 1948? The same thing we do our people until our people will learn. Politicians, they know what they are doing. Go and meet them, interrogate them. They will tell you that they will not work, but they want to gather their own. That's why they are busy buying land, buying houses, having investment. By all the politicians in all of them with a private jet and with a they go. They don't arrest that's a lot of money. Nigeria will happen to everybody. But in the online, who could be hopeful to be whole drama? That I will come and I will say my own. If they really find anything, I will say it. But let them know that West will not help us. I will say it today, tomorrow, and any time. They will not help us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your contribution. You've spoken well, and Biafrans are listening. Everybody must pay attention and focus. The freedom of Nnamdi Kanu cannot be complete without the restoration of Biafra. For me personally, I'm not wishing Nnamdi Kanu the kind of freedom they gave him in 2015. Only to let go of him and the next minute they go to his house to kill him. That is not the freedom I wish for Nnamdi Kanu. And the Nnamdi Kanu, the freedom he deserves today is a freedom where when he comes out, he will not be accountable to any Nigerian authority. He will only be accountable to Biafrans. So if you are seeking for freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, pursue Biafra with your own heart. only Biafra will give Mazen Nnamdi the genuine freedom he deserves. He said it by himself. If there's any gift you give him, it's Biafra, nothing else. Is there any you shouting, crying, and tagging and wishing and fight for Biafra and get it? Once you get it, Mazen Nnamdi is free. That is the only genuine freedom you can give to Mazen Nnamdi. Nothing else. No more, no less. We know him. Even as at yesterday till today, he is still standing where he stood. That is why his special counsel is bold to identify himself as a Biafra. So every one of us should focus. Focus. The genuine freedom we can give to Mazen Nnamdi is Biafra. Let us give it to him. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Kunye. Let's hear from our beloved sister Ojugo. Let's hear from you, Ojugo. If you're there, go ahead and speak to us.
Good morning, Chooks and my brothers in the house.
Good morning.
And those on the comment section and Biafra as a whole. Yeah, I saw the movie of the video of Mazen Nnamdi case yesterday.
Yeah.
And I could see the boldness has never disappeared and will never disappeared. That's one thing that I observed yesterday. The second thing that triggered me was I was asking myself a question when I saw the witness. My question was, why did they dress this witness in a Fulani attire? Because that's what I saw, and those masks that they do put on, with that thing that comes from Sahel they put on their neck, and then white. That's what came to mind. Why would it become 3 tribes of Nigeria? The only thing they remember is to dress the witness in Fulani attire. I said, okay. Then the third one was when Aloye Jimakor. I'm proud of him. He's from my place. And I've been watching him out, how he's standing firm. Apart from the time that, I don't know if they surrounded him with a gun, and he was mumbling a letter like an uneducated man. But he's been standing firm, and he never ceased to say, we are Biafrans. He always say that we are Biafrans. And that's what he believes. And that's a lesson for anybody standing around him, listening to him. You cannot identify yourself with somebody who is ready to die for Biafra, and you don't have the same ideology with the person. You don't believe what the person believes. You don't participate in you don't do anything to keep, to protect what this my client or this my friend believe in. And my friend is ready to die for this. How do we save his life? What do we do to make him happy, if not to protect that Biafra? If you're sincerely and you really understand what you go there to do. Did you see his wife there? No, because she did not believe in that ideology. So exactly. If you're there, and that means you believe in Mazen Nnamdi ideology, you believe in what Ejimako said, we are Biafrans. And everybody, they say, yes. So how? Is it the Biafra that DOS has thrown into the bush and handed over to the Nigerian government? Is that the Biafra that you believe? Or is that the Biafra that Dr. Nkosi Arabeze is babysitting, protecting. Like, you know how a hen protects its chick. That's what she's doing. And when the Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu, come out and say, this is where we are. When you left, this is where Simon started, and this is where Simon stopped. And this is what Simon, put down. Because are you expecting Nnamdi Kanu after how many years? When he come, he will go back to IPOB, one family, IPOB, one family. Is it, are we going forward or we're going back? Or are you going to hand him over and start telling him, oh, all your members, that all what you started, all the flavors, those that don't have a job, those that are not educated, those that don't have papers, that are looking for a way that you gather together, that they're all falling into the hand of the government. Would that make him happy? Will he say, oh, wow, you guys did a good job? Or are you going to tell him, oh, after the declaration of Biafra, November 29, 2024, another group pump up and say, hey, we need to go back. This declaration, no, we need to fall back. And people, that's what surprised me, Nnamdi na-ekwu falling back nwere inu a na-atụ n'Igbo language. Even a na-atụ ya n'English, where they say, English will say, forward ever, backward never. Ndị Igbo si no, ịga n'iru bụ ndụ, ịga azụ bụ ọnwụ. And the people doing this, some of them understand English, some understand Igbo language. So that's why I use these two languages. So if you don't understand this, you understand it in the other side. There's the two languages that I can speak fluently and write very well. So, and sometimes our people don't reason very well, Yeah. I know there are people that are, are just sitting down, waiting for Nnamdi Kanu to come out, and then they start their Biafra words. That's just laughable. Some people are just going about doing their thing, waiting for Simon Ekpa to come out, and then we'll continue from where we start. They are not going forward. They are not going backward. They are just stagnant. Have you watched a stagnant water? What happened? Milina de Ruero. What happened? It will decay. So, I know there are this veteran celebration and independent and the fallen heroes of Biafra that we're going to do May 30th. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of our veterans there. And I believe those who have identified themselves with Nnamdi Kanu, I will hope to see you people over there. Because that's what Nnamdi Kanu believes in, Biafra. That is what he is willing, ready to die with Biafra. And PM, the same thing. I remember before one thing, this declaration was approaching. He said something, even though he laughed about it. Mbosi, Emega activate Odechi. He said, they were asking me, do you know that this thing will call the world attention? He said, yes, he's ready for it. So he said, yes, he's ready for it. So are we ready? Are you ready to identify yourself with what is going on to protect this baby Biafra. And my advice to Nigeria is fighting Biafra is not a solution. Rather, it will swallow the whole Nigerian people. Because if you have allowed this to go since, by now, we would have known where we are, and whatever good that is coming to Biafra will reach you, Nigeria. Because we're neighbors. We are neighbors. We produce, you buy, we make it easy for you. We're neighbors. And maybe naira to dollar would have been even more lower than what it is now. Than fighting more unnecessary things that it will eventually come. And you allow it to swallow your whole country. For nothing. We're just sitting down around the table and talking about it. And conducting referendums. Just simple thing that Nnamdi, our Prime Minister Samuneta, said. Round the table, referendum. As simple as ABC. Let's know the mind of the people. And you are scared. Corrupt, that's how you know corrupt people. What are you scared of? Now you're maxing somebody to come out to witness. What are you scared of? The whole world is identifying you as a corrupt country, and you're portraying yourself even more and more and more as a corrupt country. Sure. So please, my advice is, if we what I saw some people taking picture, just want to take picture. If you are identifying yourself with this man, do you believe in his ideology?
That's the question.
That's a question you need to lay down. Are you laying down? Ask, do I believe what this man believes? And if you don't, there is no point taking a picture, because looking at him, when you put that picture, it's not going to give you joy. Rather, it's going to give you pain. But when you identify and believe in what he believes in, when you're looking at him, you say, this is my hero. So let us understand what we're doing. It's not about picture. Now, it's not about picture. So please, everybody that was standing around Aloye Jimako, when he said, we are Biafrans, and they all responded, simultaneously, please. It shows that you believe in Biafra. But ask yourself, what am I doing to make that a reality? What am I doing that this man that I'm fighting for, traveling, taking a risk from whole flight to this, when he come out, what will make him happy is to say, hey, dear, this is where we are. And he will say, congratulations. I'm happy that we have reached this so far. That's all that's going to make him happy. Telling him DOS is in Nigeria's hand. Udu Noba, people that started the Udu Noba, Udu Noba has carried them, is it Udu Noba or whatever, has carried them away. The wave of Udu Noba carried them away. And then those that fall front and then fall back has fallen them inside the pit. This is not what we want to hear. Those things will make him even sad. Me, I can't come out in such a stressful place, and then instead of you to tell me what will make me happy, you're telling me something that will even put me into depression. So I leave it there. Please, if you love Nnamdi, identify with him, believe in his ideology. Please, from your heart of heart, find a way to identify fully with Biafra to make him happy when he come out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. You just said it. If you love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, it's not enough to pose with picture with him. Go and pose in picture. You carry his name and his picture in your chest. You write his name everywhere. You play his video. You play his record. You call him your leader. That is not enough. Do you believe what he believes? What are you doing to make sure you promote that ideology that he's dying for? What are you doing to make sure that Biafra stands? That is what Mazen Nnamdi is after. Mazen Nnamdi is not after your praises and shouting. If it were for popularity, he has gotten it already. He has gotten it. Even if he decides today he's not fighting for Biafra, he will be remembered and he will be known. But he knows what he wants. You that believe in that ideology, what are you doing? More especially people that came to pose to picture with Aloy Ejimako, who identifies in the open and say we are Biafrans. And all of them nodded their head. We are all Biafrans and families. How are you supporting that Biafra? 30th is a day. More especially those of them in the United States, they see our videos. 30th is a day. It's an opportunity for you to come and prove yourself. The olive branch is always there. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu always gave that olive branch. Master Simon Ekpa always gave the olive branch, even in the midst of the whole chaos. Today, Dr. Ngozi Orobueze is also opening that door. Come on 30th and be part of this. Show us how much you love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
No fear for our land. We go stand together. Fight for freedom now. No surrender.
This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently, simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our paths forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political view. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025. A united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orobueze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze.
We face many things, we no fall. Them took a Nnamdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them catch we still dey strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we hold the land. From night.
Welcome back, and thank you for listening. It's a very important program that every one of us must attend. Make yourself available if you can. it is something that you must have to be there. Very, very necessary. More especially those today who are claiming to be Biafra. It is not just by saying it, put your word to action. If you are a Biafran, show it to us. We want to see how your support to Nnamdi Kanu is real. It is not enough to come and speak and talk. We want to see it happen. So, as we are talking on the aftermath of the case of Nnamdi Kanu, that is our topic today. You know, in that case yesterday, the case have officially now kicked off. This is a case that we are supposed to handle since 2015. They were not able to provide any evidence. They were not able to carry on the case. They prefer to continue to detain Nnamdi Kanu for as long as they can. They never talked about it. But finally, that case have started officially yesterday. And we read in their news, they said that the witness also tendered video recordings of the interrogations of tendered some evidence. They said they tendered evidence, and among the evidence that was tendered, let me see if I can see that. They say the witness tendered video recording of interrogation that ensured after Nnamdi Kanu arrest. They say they tendered also 4 suitcases that contain various items that were recovered in the hotel room where Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Were equally produced before the court. This is 2015 old item they collected since 2015 when he was arrested in Lagos. That was what they provided yesterday. The suitcases contain personal belongings of the defendant, including equipment he alleged used to his radio broadcasting. That is the things he used to broadcast. As Nnamdi Kanu used to broadcast, they also saw it. They say trial justice James Omotosho admitted the items in evidence and marked them as exhibits in the case. So when we hear that they presented items, they recovered items, they presented this and this, I want us to see what they actually recovered, what they presented as evidence.